extend, go out. Works really nice. Next one, you can just stretch out the thumb. You can even just wrap your thumb in here. Just get more of a stretch than that way too. So again, always make sure you know what they do for a living, so you know what areas to concentrate on a little bit more too. So it actually helps them out. And right here, Asian medicine, they believe this is more of a headache point. It's called large intestine 4. So you can actually actually compress this area. You can either circular friction or actually just hold it down. But for pregnant women, you want to stay away from that point. So again, if the client is pregnant, stay away from that. But there are a lot of precautions with a pregnant individual. But mainly, make sure you get training for that, and when you're working on pregnant women, just to be safe. Okay, then you can also kind of just rock it around a little bit. Kind of shake it, the hand, and then back and forth too. You can also just do a little bit of motions back and forth and circular motion, just to see how relaxed they are, because if they're not, it's going to just be tensed up more in that area. So you can also just use one knuckle more in the palm area. And some people's hands are really dry. I prefer you use lotion for the hands, but some people actually use oil. But the thing is, when they're done with the massage treatment, their hands are usually all oily. So it's a lot better to actually use lotion for the hands and the feet, and especially when they get up off the table for their feet. You're going to get oil stains on the carpet, and then also going to slosh around in their shoes, especially if they're just wearing sandals. A nice hot summer day, they're going to actually slip out of their shoes easier that way. So again, lotion, it will absorb really nice. Some people will use cream, but it's not the same as lotion for the hands and the feet. Okay, so you can also go up and down with the palm area. And then you can also incorporate more of the forearm into the hand then. Remember, for circulation wise, you want the longer techniques, make sure you're going towards the heart. The shorter techniques, it's okay to kind of go any direction you want for pressure wise. Okay, that's for the hand area. So again, you can incorporate other techniques too. When we get to the back, there's many techniques that can actually be used throughout the whole body that you can actually incorporate on those areas then. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some stretching with the arm, some basic stretches. Okay, some stretches with the arm. Again, we showed you this a little bit, but remember when we actually massaged up like this, but you can actually just hold it for a stretch. And you can actually just hold the pec area, hold it down then too that way. Or you can actually use your knuckle right in the pec area too. Or you can actually just bring it down for a stretch. So it all depends on what they can handle. Next one, where we're going to actually go is go underneath here like this. So you see, I actually have it wrapped around like this, actually pulling it down. So you can actually massage more of the tricep region, works really nice. So that's a really good stretch, but it also a massage technique for that area too then. Another one, you can actually bring the arm over the body like this. And this is a nice one you can actually perform massage too. But just make sure it's not too much on the neck area, not too much more on the chest, the breast area. So it's right in between. So you're actually going like this. You're actually going up then, like that. And if you want, you can actually go underneath. You can even go all the way to the vertebral border of the scapula, the long part of the scapula here. You can actually kind of hook it and just give a little pull too that way. So again, you can kind of rock it too in this kind of position. And for a stretch for more of the pec area, what you can do is actually compress the pec area and just bring the arm off the table a little bit. But you can actually have them scoot over to the side of the table if they like some of the stretching. So then you can actually bring the arm off the table more. But whenever you compress an area, it makes it a little bit easier, so you don't have to work as hard then. So again, when you compress the area and stretch it out, it's going to be a little bit easier for you. Okay, next one we're going to perform. I'm actually going to go underneath here. I'm going to rotate the arm like this, hold it like this, okay? So you can actually, it's a little bit of a stretch, it depends on what they can handle. And they can actually massage right on the humerus area, the pec area, all those areas. But it works really nice. You get a little bit of difference with that because most people just leave the arm on the table, they won't move it around at all. So it gives you a little bit of creativity, so you don't get bored as much too. So many of us these days are getting stuck in a routine, so you can actually mix it up a little bit for those areas then. So next one, you can actually just bring it out here like this and just give a little traction, okay? But again, you can actually massage like this and a traction too. You can also kind of rock it back and forth too in different angles, different directions. Okay, some people just kind of rock it a little bit nice and light all the way up to the stretch point, and if you want, you don't have to go to the actual full stretch for those areas. But again, this is a really good tricep stretch for right here. Okay, so you remember when we performed it like this then. But if they are kind of flexible, you can just have their head off a little bit, actually, and bring it down even more so you can get more of the tricep. But again, remember how we went like this and this, and kind of hooked it around to get that stretch. Okay, next one, we're going to perform right in the pec area. We're going to go like this, okay, and I'm going to grab right under the bicep tricep area, and I actually bring it up like this. So you make a massage technique out of it too, but you stretch them out then, okay? Okay, so go down, bicep tricep area, just give a little stretch. So if you're capable, you can actually perform both arms at the same time, otherwise just perform one at a time then, okay? Okay, just make sure you're watching your body mechanics with this, you're not bending so much with your back when you're performing these techniques. So again, most people don't incorporate stretches into it, but it all depends on what you'd like to.